Let's talk Atari again because it's been full on Atari for me for the past month. Not only did I purchase the lot of Ataris, and that's what this one came from, but I've also purchased a TV that works, a 2009 LCD, $6.99 from a thrift store. It's a good combo. That lot had 3 Ataris in it. Not only did that one work, but the 4-switch Woody works. These are my favorites because that's what I grew up with, an Atari just like this. I'll follow up on that lot because there was a lot of games that worked, and then there was this other console. This is a 4-switch. This is the 6-switch, a light sixer. I thought it was just going to be a parts console, but it turns out, I think with a little bit of soldering and a $4 part, this is going to work too. But that's an unknown, and I wanted a 6-switcher to go with my 4-switcher and my Vader. I purchased this one on Facebook Marketplace from a guy that is an active Atari player. As a matter of fact, he upgraded from this to the new 7800 Plus. Nice systems. I've been looking at those. This one's a little bit dusty, but it was in active use. He tells me everything works on it. Overall, it looks good. Had a little scuff on this one here. There's no scuffs on the wood grain here. On the backside, still has the Atari support customer service number. Even all 4 of the original rubber feet. And I didn't get just the console. It came with a couple of things. Number 1 is a joystick controller. At first, I thought this was one of the old black later models, but then I see just a little hint of orange paint there. Another controller of sorts. This is the video touchpad, but look at this. This one has the Star Raiders insert. In my last lot, I had one of these touchpads and I had the Star Raider game, but I didn't have the insert. And now I do. And it came with a couple of games. Of course, Star Raiders to go with that touchpad. And then this one, it's an M Network game of mystery. It just says Joy or Jocks. I'm not sure what this is. The label has come off. I guess I'll find out. The only immediate letdown is actually possibly not a letdown. It's the power adapter that came with this. It's a Coleco, a Telestar. It is only 50 milliamps. That's really not enough to start this up. I'm assuming that he had another console or something and he grabbed the wrong adapter, but I'm not going to complain because I'm thinking this might have some value on its own. Plus, I have some other adapters. And one of them is this. I purchased for $12.99 off eBay. It's made for Ataris. It's going to be a perfect fit with this console. And then there was this. It's not in the best condition. The lid has ripped on it, but it is the box for the replacement Atari controller. Still has an old Walmart price tag on it. But that is a little bit of history. Atari history. Actually, I've reboxed this. I'll use it later, but for right now, since I have a factory adapter right there and it's going to reach, I'm just going to use this. Another thing it came with, this RF to coax adapter. You know, I had that 2-pack. That means if this works, I'll have one for each functional console. I didn't actually use it because I keep the one on the back of this TV. And by the way, this TV, another thrift store deal. Don't know if you caught that video. $7.99. Even the DVD player works. Let's find out what is going to work. There it goes. And what game is this? It's like Duck Hunt or something. Let's see if it uses... Oh, some sort of... Oh, this is a frog leaping? I have an Atari game that I did not know existed. Looks like this works. Does this controller work? Yeah, the controller works. Looks like you have to pick a direction. Oh, hey, I got one. Got 2. Getting a little better at it. Yeah, it looks like you have to pick a direction before you jump. Okay, reset works, so game select. I'm assuming if I turned it off and then back on, doesn't look like this has any modes, but I do know the reset switch works. Let's try the other game, see if it does anything. So I'm assuming, I've never played this game before, but I'm assuming this touchpad just controls from the other controller input because you would have to have the joystick to control the base part of the game, I think. We'll see if I can get this going and then bring up a map. He said this was his favorite game, so I'm assuming it is going to work. Yeah, look at that. That works. So hit... Yeah. Okay, hit the reset button. Now let's press this and see if it brings... It does? It brings up a map. Wow, it's pretty advanced for old Atari stuff. And then I guess I hit the map again to go back or go to 4 view. So that is map. That's the 4 view. This is hyper warp. Guess that's warp. Okay, guess I'm in a different place now. So let's try this again with this time computer on off. Okay, I guess some sort of guidance computer there. Turn the computer off, and then I guess that shields. Yeah, well, I don't know what all this does, but it appears to work. And now I have this game to play with. A controller that I'm just going to clean up a bit. This thing, $20 for this, a light 6 or $20 invested. The only thing I'm gonna do is clean it up, and I'm probably gonna take it apart just to clean those switches because they do feel, especially that one, a little sticky. But I'll clean these switches, clean it up, then I have another functional Atari with some bonus stuff that I didn't have before, and a game that I don't even know the name of, but looks like it might be fun to play. Comment below with your thoughts on this. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.